for the funds that I was getting from sales and stuff like that, I knew that I need to do something as soon as possible because there are other people who wish to have a space like this. So it's much more about what you do in that space.
Before we finish, do you have any questions about navigating the art world or about the artwork, something that maybe Ronald can share with you?
I just want to know if you're working a lot with layering and painting and drawing and mosaic and all of those things, not mosaic, collage. What is the surface that you work on? What kind of surface you work on? Because I haven't seen any of these, so I want to know, are they big? What do you back them with? How do you treat the paper? All of those kind of things.
So over the years, I got to understand the importance of using archival paper.
A what? Archival. Okay.
So like paper that's non-acidic. And also paper that you can paint directly without priming. There's that, and then also the drawings are very big. So the biggest is like maybe 5 to 6 meters long, and that was because I had a bigger space that allowed me to.
Was that when you were working from home and you had that big wall? Okay.
And then I was also working on canvas, which was kind of interesting in a way because I've always painted on canvas, but I never knew what. It's like if you have. For me, I was improvising. So I think by improvising, you also know what kind of aesthetic works within the improvisation, whatever you call it. So I try to make use of what I had there, and it created the body of work. A lot of fixative put to. So for example, working on the mosaics, working on the sculptures, working on the drawings, the more I spread the fixative, it made the black. So if it's oil, if it's oil, if the black is oil, or if the black is ink, if it's matte and you're spraying the fixative, it gives a glossy look. So the layer becomes much more glossy. Then it looks like as if it gives it a sheen. So those are the things that I discovered. But yeah, I mean, in comparison to painting, the medium dries quicker.
Okay.
So
on paper.
Therefore, I was able to work at a much more accelerated speed versus oil paints, because especially in a season like winter, oil paints take forever to dry. So I think I was blessed in the sense that I was able to work quicker with the mediums I had. With the mosaic, as Scott here knows, I experimented a lot with the mosaic. Discovered ways of painting on tiles, breaking them apart, drawing on tiles, breaking them apart, using the mosaic glue itself as a form of a base to draw on with graphite pencils, or to give it color, or to create an effect where it looks like as if there's particles of dust on top of it, but then it dries. Drawing on top of the mosaic. So all of those things during the years, how to work with the material itself, with the knowledge of painting and drawing also helped, because I knew how much I could push the medium to do what my desires were. So yeah, that also influenced that.
We have to pick the space soon. Is there any comments or questions that you would like to address? Would you like to say something that maybe we didn't touch on that you think is important? important? Some advice to the young generation?
I don't know. They need to ask the questions. I can't give advice.
Actually, I'm question.
Sorry?
So I really like connecting the medium of drawing, and I want to ask you, why do you draw and not sculpt or print or installation or anything else? Why do you choose the 2D expression like of drawing on paper as your means?
Because I struggle with writing.
Okay.
I struggle with writing. I try to write, but I'm not that patient enough with myself. So my ideas flow as drawing. But then now, so before it used to be, I used to sketch a lot to make a painting or sketch in the traditional sense. But now it's much more about, okay, I'm thinking about this, so I sketch it. And then I cut it out, and then I connect it to a line or paragraph or whatever. So the expression of writing with the drawing sort of like connects, creates another visual language that I never had before. But with drawing, I mean, there's a certain kind of freedom I have versus like installations. Installations are cool, but it really has to make sense for me. Like I don't want